Okay, so now, you know, there are different categories of things that you can offer as a service on Fiverr. And I can see some of you says web design, prediction, sales, presentation. I love that, and so much, and so on and so forth. So now, if you look at this, is because I logged in right on Fiverr. That is what you're seeing. That is what you're, because if you just if you just go to fiverr.com, you're going to see, a particular page where you can say maybe start selling, uh, or start whatever it is, or start buying, anything, the finding service that you, because the Fiverr is a platform for two major people. One is the buyers. For example, if you need a service, maybe you need someone to run your Facebook ads for you. Okay. You can go on Fiverr and, search for that person. For example, you could just say, just come here and just search for Facebook ads. And when you search for Facebook ad, Fiverr is going to bring to you different people who they think, can offer that service. And then you look at the people that you like, and then you know you go ahead and purchase that service from them. And the reason this website is called Fiverr is because the least amount that you can spend here on Fiverr or is $5, and you can also get services as low as $5. Okay, that is why it's called Fiverr, and it's been around for a very long time, and a lot of people have been making, they've been getting their services from there. Now that is the first category of people. Now the second category of people on Fiverr are people who are sellers, right? And I know that is the category that most of you watching me right now belong to. They are people who are sellers. So these people go on Fiverr, they register as sellers, right? And then they offer their services on Fiverr. It's that simple. Okay. So yeah, someone says the screen is blurry. Now, this is what you should do. If you're watching on YouTube, I think you're watching on YouTube, Joanne. If you're watching on YouTube, go to your settings. Normally, YouTube reduces the quality of your screen so that your network will be able to take the streaming or power the streaming. So what you should do is that you go to your settings. All right, you go to your settings, and then just tap on the screen, then you click on the settings, then you go to advanced. I'm actually checking it on my other phone right now. Then you go to either quality, so you go to quality. Then when you go to quality, click on advanced and choose the highest quality there. I think it should be 720p. Now, if you choose it, ensure that your network is very, very strong. If not, your you'll see that the thing will be skipping. Now, another thing you can do is you can watch this on laptop. Okay, you can watch this on your laptop. Another thing you can do is to put your phone on landscape like this, right? Instead of watching it on portrait. Okay, so these are the options that I've given to you in order to get the best experience from this training. Okay, so let's get started once again, right? So those are the two types of people, or Fiverr users. Now, let's say that you want to buy something. Let's say you want to buy maybe email marketing or whatever it is. So you just type email marketing and it brings different suggestion. Okay, so you click on it, and then email marketing service is going to load. Now, these are the services for email marketing. Now, if you look at this guy, it says expert of email marketing. He uses Klaviyo, right? He's a Klaviyo master. And, for people, for people who don't even know email marketing, they might not know what Klaviyo is, but people who know about digital marketing and email marketing will definitely know. And you can see that this Klaviyo seems to be, a lot here. Now, this person says the first page that appears here, you can see this one is just $5, right? Now, yeah, now I need to mention it's not Canadian dollar, it's US dollar. That is the least, which is $5. But there are different currencies of Fiverr as well. Now, this person says, I will collect niche targeted active and valid bulk email list for email marketing, right? So that is the service that this person is offering. And you can see that this person has like 4.8 star review, and 152 people have already dropped review. Now, not everybody that buys your product would drop a review, but at least you can see 142 people have actually bought this person's product. So, and if I click on more details about this, so let's open this in another tab. We're going to check that. If I click on more details about it, you see that this person is not just offering $5, but that is the least amount the person is offering, right? So if I go there, you probably see other categories of amount the person is earning. So it's not like, because I know some of you already multiply 152 multiplied by 5 and think of how much the person is earning. But it's fine anyway. So if you go down, this person says, I will send bulk email marketing with text, images, HTML template. All right, so this person, let's also open this. Excuse me. So, and if you scroll down, you see a lot of things that you can do with email marketing. For example, this person says, I will give 1 hour of code or bulk email marketing consultation. Look at this person. This person is not even sending the email. The person is just, given 1 hour of marketing consultation. And you can see the person has 5.0 star rating. This is 5-star. Excuse me. 5-star, and the person is starting at $25. We're going to look at all of these guys one by one. Then this person says, I'm just checking the different services on the email marketing. Then this person says, I will do MailChimp template design, email marketing, and automation. This person already has 299. Okay, so you can see under email marketing, people are also catching out. But look at this person say, I will set up e-commerce email marketing flows in Klaviyo, and he already has 647, and the least amount he's charging is $50. And this person is Fiverr's choice. Now, Fiverr's choice, basically, I think I just need to mention it once here before we even go further into the training. This Fiverr's choice, you can learn more about it, but these are people that Fiverr actually recommend. The reason is this: they have been able to, meet a certain milestone. For example, let's say they've been able to deliver 10 orders within a month, right? And they'll be able to make maybe $400 or $500 or $600, in a month. And they've been, there are certain criteria that they meet, and then Fiverr look, okay, then they apply for Fiverr's choice, and then Fiverr picks them, and then Fiverr recommends. And when people come here and search for, what is it called? When people search for services like that and they see Fiverr's choice, most likely they will probably, hire that person. Or when they see pro verified, most likely they will hire that kind of a person. So, but it doesn't matter. A lot of people are also on Fiverr to look for cheap things. So they'll probably go for your own service, or depending on the way, you present your own service. Now, a lot of things have changed on Fiverr since the last time a lot of people know about it, right? So I'm going to also mention some of this. Like before, you can send buyer requests if you are a seller, but now that feature is no longer available. So anyway, so these are the different services under email marketing. And the reason most likely Fiverr is showing me all of these guys is because I'm in the UK. So you see, sometimes Fiverr kind of knows your location and recommends people in your region. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Most of my clients here on Fiverr are from the US, and I'm in the UK, right? So it doesn't matter as well. But sometimes Fiverr kind of recommends that so that you'll be able to work at your time zone at the same time zone. And so we have a lot of people from Nigeria, from the US, offering their services here on Fiverr, and they're cashing out. So look at this one. It says, I'll provide USA consumer email leads for email marketing. So anyway, so let's look at the services that these guys offer. So this one says, I will collect niche targeted active valid. Let me see if you can see my screen because I need to be sure. Okay, great. I can see, you can see my screen. So this guy says, I will collect niche targeted active and valid bulk email list for email marketing. I'm going to show you a lot of other services that are on Fiverr, but I'm just using this as an example, especially for someone who wants to buy, because you need to understand the way somebody wants to buy your service before you even try to sell. Yeah. So now I told you that this is the least this person is providing is just five dollars. This one says 5K lease. I will provide you 5K niche targeted active valid bulk email. So this person is going to, for example, those who do code outreach or people who just blast people email without, especially for code outreach, they can come here, for example, and buy 5,000 niche emails. And this is pretty cheap. You 5,000 emails for just $5. This is amazing. For someone like me, I don't really recommend people, buying emails, but sometimes people buy emails, right? And then they send those emails. There is a professional way to do that, but it's not usually advised, right? But people do that a lot. Sometimes you receive email that you didn't even sign up for, So these are the ways people come here. So if I want to buy this thing, I'll just contact this guy, because I have if you don't have a Fiverr account, Fiverr is going to tell you to create an account. So I will just, if I like, I can just go ahead and order. But usually it's better for you to contact the seller first so that you guys would discuss. And sometimes after discussion, the person you'll see that, oh, you need more than that. Then person can give you a custom offer, and then you increase the price, and so on and so forth. So if you look at this person, this person has 4.8 reviews, and you can see these are the kind of emails that he wants to provide: Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, blah blah blah. So this is going to provide you the email in Excel. But if you scroll down, right, you're going to see about this. These things that we look at here is what we call gig. On Fiverr, the service that you offer is called gig, right? So I want you to understand some of these terms as we proceed. All right. I can see you. Paul Ike says graphic designer. Okay, Joanna says it's work. Thanks. You're welcome, Joanna. Ikechuku says is from Abuja. Thank you for joining, Ikechuku. So that is what we call gig. Now, this person is saying about this gig. Now, listen to what he or she wrote here. Say, welcome to my services, niche targeted, active, and valid bulk email list for email marketing. I'm a professional freelancer. I'm professionally providing the services of digital marketing. Email marketing is new modern business thought for getting more traffic instantly. I will collect niche targeted, active, and valid, fresh, clean, spam-free bulk email list for your business. If you want to need niche, this person might not even be, because most of these guys are Indians, Pakistan, a lot of guys on Fiverr from those countries. So you mentioned all of those. He said, please knock me before placing. Say knock the door. Just you say that's the problem. Say knock me before placing an order or send me an accurate requirement. And some of these guys, right, what they do is that they just copy the description of other people, right, and then they go on article rewriter or a free website, just search for article rewriter, and then those article rewriter will rewrite those words for them, and then they come. So that, because if you just copy and paste somebody's other gig on Fiverr, Fiverr might penalize you for that. So probably that's why you are saying knock me and all of that. Normally you say, please contact me before, stuff like that. So which services are included in this gig? These are the things that the guy wants to provide: niche targeted email list, any location or country. So you just tell him the location that you want. 100% verified by GMAT, so he verifies the email. All medical related lists as well. Active and valid email list, no spam, no duplicate. So why my services? So it tells why you should, kind of order from him. No bad domain, removes duplicate, and so on and so forth. Now the guy is saying, note, I'm fully dedicated to my service, so I always focus on buyers' demand. As a pro customer, you get my time VIP. So and people are offering from him. I mean, they're contact him. Now, if you look at this guy is from Bangladesh. What country is Bangladesh, guys? What country is Bangladesh in? Bangladesh itself is in Asia, so Bangladesh. All right. So from the Republic of Bangladesh is a South Asia. It is the eighth most popular country in the world. All right. So you see, guys. So this guy is from Bangladesh. So you can see this country, and average response time is 1 hour. So people like this average response time also matters. If somebody sends you a message on Fiverr, you need to reply as quickly as possible. That's why you should also download the app apart from having a laptop. But let me tell you, even if you don't have a laptop, you can actually start. By the time you now start making some money, you can then get your laptop. But make sure that the service you're providing does not really require a laptop, right? When you're starting, we're going to talk about that later on. Then this is what we call Fiverr profile, right? So, and you can see this guy has been on Fiverr since 2020, and the last delivery was just about 1 minute ago. That means he has just delivered something to somebody. So he said, hello, I am Samfu Islam. I'm a professional digital marketing expert. I'm working digital marketing, and I have completed the digital marketing course from Rajashi, whatever high-tech park, and attend my many practical projects. My service area are all social media, lead generation, blah, 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 thanking you. So look at the way he wrote thanking you. All right. So anyway, so you should, I will just let you know that it's not about your English. Sometimes it matters depending on the service you want to provide. There are some services that, for example, because I created a gig yesterday with the list price of $500, Fiverr asked me to write a test, English test. So I had to write a test, despite that I am even in the UK, but I passed the test flawlessly. Okay. Now, one thing I also want to show you is look at this. The basic, there are some services that they offer different levels of their own services. For example, these guys here, 5K list, you get it for $5. But if you want more, 10K list, you get it for $10, right? Then if you want 15K list, you get it for $15. And the reason this guy is like increasing each 5K by by $5, right? And it's simple as that. So somebody can come here and say, oh, I need 50K list. So you just multiply that by $5, right? So and it gets his money, right? So, and this one, the delivery of this is in 4 days, and the delivery of this is in 3 days, and he will deliver this one in just 2 days. Now, if you contact him and say, oh, I need this to deliver today, he would charge you more, right? So if you click on compare packages, you'll see, right? 2 days delivery, it is the normal price is $5. But if you need 1 day delivery, right? So you see the price increased to $10. Okay. So that is basically the way Fiverr works. So you can see everything is the way everything is shown. So I hope that you understand what we are doing now. Please let me know in the comment. Hope you understand what we are talking about already. Let me know in the comments. Let me check your comments. Hope you understand what we're doing already, because I need you to understand. These are the major basic things that you must understand before we even go further into showing you how to create your own account, the best practices that you must follow, and so on and so forth. Let me know. Do you understand what we're doing already? Are you guys there? Please make sure you take notes, right? Make sure you take notes of what we're doing here, because this recording might not be available at any time. So make sure you take notes, okay? Right. So Joanne says yes. Abu says yes. All right, great. By the way, someone amongst you watching live at the end of this webinar, I can decide, especially if I see that this person is most active, that is one. And after this webinar, if you go on social media, either Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, then you post about this training, then you put the link to subscribe to my webinar, right? sholamatthew.com/webinar. If I see that you have the most engagement, I'm going to give you, a 30 minutes free consultation call on your Fiverr account. Now, at the end of this, that means you will have created a Fiverr account. Then I will sit down with you for 30 minutes. Now, normally 30 minutes, I charge people a lot for that, because one thing I've learned in the UK is that your time is money. People charge based on time, right? So apart from what I'm doing right now, I also work, right? I also work with people, and they're paying us per time. So I know the value of my time. Okay. So I will give that person just 30 minutes. But you must be on this call right now. You must be active. And then at the end, you post about this training and invite people to join, right? Posting the link to my webinar. And then make sure that you use the hashtag Sola Mathew, right? Just make sure that I say it. Now, let me share the hashtag with you, because so you can screenshot it right now, because my own hashtag is the Sola Mathew. Many people, get my name wrong. So I'm going to put it there for you to see. Just a minute. So that's the hashtag there. Make sure you screenshot it. Okay. Screenshot the hashtag. Screenshot the hashtag. Okay. And then this is the webinar link, right? So after this, just talk about it, and I'm going to sit with you for 30 minutes. I will look at your account, the service that you offer, the best way to, to go about it, so that you can start making some decent income on Fiverr, right? Just one person is going to be selected for that. Okay. So that is it. This is it again, Sola Mathew. All right. So I'm going to stop that. I'm seeing some question. This guy says, I understand. I already have a Fiverr account and 2 approved gigs. Please, I need a record of this. Okay. Okay. People are saying okay, and people are saying done. All right. So that's fine. Okay. So let's continue. Now that you understand, let's go to the next gig and talk about it. So this is another gig, the same email marketing, but you look at what this person is offering. Say, I will send bulk email marketing with text, images, HTML templates, right? So you can see, if you look at this is what this guy offers, and you can see the same way. This one said, I will send 1 to 10 bulk emails. This person is just going to send the email. It's not like going to deliver email to you. It's going to send email. So probably if you have an email list and you want him to send email for you, so he will just come here and send it. So these are the marketing services that he uses. Let me see this one. I think this not send. Okay, not send it. So, and you can see that $5. Then this one say 50 bulk emails for $25. Excuse me. And then this one for $50. Why am I coughing? So I'm going to close this guy and then look at this one again. So this one say, I will give 1 hour of code or bulk email marketing consultation. This person just will give email consultation. And you can see now, quick video call, 15-minute consultation, right? And this person charges $25 for it. And you can see, so if I say I want to give you 30 minutes consultation, is you're supposed to pay $50 regarding this guy's, gig. All right. So, and this guy is going to in 3 days. So, then this person says, the second gig is $50 and that is 30 minutes. Can you see? And the premium one is 100. Okay. So that is all. So if I look at it, you see about his gig. This is about his gig. So this is what it is going to talk. I'm interested in topics like how to avoid spam filters. These are things that you can come. You don't even need to, you are not the one who's going to offer the service. Just teach or consult, right? There's a difference. There are some people that teach you on Fiverr. They'll say, I will teach you email marketing for 1 hour. And then they offer that, right? So there's a lot of things you can do. And this guy has been here for since 2020. And you can look at his last delivery was about 6 hours ago. Okay, and you can see English, right? Languages is from Turkey, right? So if you come down, you will see some of his reviews, right? You see, 5-star review, and 47 people have reviewed already. This guy is from United States, one of his people that France and all of that. So, guys, that is it about buying or selling services on Fiverr. So let's close this. Now, if I come down to we have different categories on Fiverr. We have trending, we have lifestyle, we have business, program and tech, music and audio, video and animation, writing and translation, digital marketing, graphics and design. See, when I came to the UK, I was looking for a job. If you need to see the number of application I wrote to people. I mean, that I submitted CV. So a lot didn't call me, and for some of them will call me, I couldn't scale the interview, right? And so I decided, oh, let me just go and create a Fiverr account. So it was later I created a Fiverr account, and then it's been helpful. Although I've been able to get a particular job now, but it's a part-time job. I mean, it's a contract job that's just lasting for 3 months. So I hope that maybe after that I'm going to get another one. Right. So I'm just telling you that to let you know that there are certain things that we know about, but we are not utilizing them. Maybe because we have not been pushed to a point. I do affiliate marketing. I still make a lot of money from affiliate marketing in Nigeria, but by the time that money is converted to pounds here that I spend, you see, it's not that much. So that's why you need to make money in almost every currency, right? Good. So now check this now. For example, graphics and design. Other graphic and design, we have different categories on that graphic and design. For example, logo design. If you know how to design logo, and somebody says graphic design the other time, right? Uh, Graphic design. That's Paul Ike. Paul Ike. If you know how to design logo, right? And maybe if there's still time, I will just show you how to design simple logo using Canva, right? And you can do all of this and offer them. Although there are certain things that if you need to be very, very good at. For example, this logo design, and some of them will require a very crazy logo. But if you check under logo design now, you'll see that several of these things you might be able to do, right? So under graphic design, we have logo, font and typography, business card. We have gaming, art, blah, blah, blah. And there are some people that all they do is just remove background, right? I'm going to show you how to do that as well. I'm trying to see remove background, visual editing, image editing. Can you see? Maybe it's going to be under image editing and so on and so forth, right? Resume, social media design. Yeah. Even if you don't know how to design logo, you can just do social media design. Under social media design, for example, you can people all they need. For example, have you been to social media before, like Instagram, and you see people designing carousels, people posts that they can swipe, or even just single design. They use Canva, okay, and you can do these things, right? Just try it. There's nothing bad in trying. So now under digital marketing, people that say, I want to learn digital marketing. You see, under digital, we have a lot. We have social media marketing, we have social media advertising. I don't know why they are even putting the difference between it. We have search engine optimization, local SEO, email marketing, and so on and so on. We have even affiliate marketing here. We have influence marketing, and so on and so forth. Now, check this is podcasting, right? Podcast marketing, not even creating podcast. You help people to market their to promote their podcast. And I started a podcast recently called the Billionaire Journey Podcast. For some of you who are not aware of it, you can just go to thebillionairejourney.com and sign up, right? And I'll send you the details about the podcast. Now, on the writing, if you don't know how to now design, do anything, can you write? Some of you who bought my WhatsApp income generator, there's a bonus that I put there called, there's a book on copywriting. Copywriting is very strong. That people are charging a lot for it. So yeah, even if it's just ad copy, this is a new now. This is a sales copy, for example, right? Email copy, articles and blog posts. Can you write article? And do you know that there are a lot of things that you can, for example, I have a software that can even generate writing for, but I'll probably record another video and post on YouTube later on. Book editing, podcast writing, see, grant writing, transcription, research and summary, writing advice. This is for maybe you just want to advise people on how to write. Okay, video and animation, video editing. Can you edit video? Whiteboard animation, and so on and so forth. Animated GIFs, right? GIFs. Look at this 3D product. These are things that if you know how to do, then you can do them. I think Fiverr is now adding advice to every other thing. Video advice, you just advise people. Music and audio. So I need to show you, guys, you can go and check all of those things later on yourself. Under programming and tech, we have WordPress, right? We have web design, we have and so on. For some of you who had gone through, if you check my YouTube channel, this channel, you're going to see a full training that I did on how to build a website from scratch. And currently, Woogles is offering, if you go to course.woogles.com, just search for Woogles course, you will see that they are offering a free web design. It's going to start in January. So you can go and register, right? So blockchain and so on. Business, visual assistant. People are doing this. You just kind of help the person schedule his time and so on and so forth. Just read more about these things, guys. Data entry. Do you know how to they will send you the picture of what they want you to impute. You just impute them, and then that's all. Presentation. Yeah, somebody says sales presentation the other time. I think it was Joanne. All right, so you see HR consulting and then lifestyle. Look at this again. Online tutoring, astrological and psychics. Maybe you know how to predict when somebody will die. You just go there and predict it, and that's all. You don't know, go and check it, right? Life coaching. I'm a certified life coach. Maybe in the future I might be able to offer this if I want. And so puzzle and game creation. Then trending. These are things that are trending. Drop shipping, email marketing, lead generation, and so on and so forth. So guys, you see that you have a lot of opportunities that you can offer here. Let's look at logo design, for instance. You see logo design. See, this logo designer probably is from Canva, right? You see? Simple things that you can do. And if you are using if you are starting the business like this now, you can be able to afford Canva Pro, and then you just be designing a lot of things with Canva Pro. Social media design. This is under social media, right? You see? Can you see this? This is just like a YouTube thumbnail, but it's basically social media design, right? You see, you can even design. If you know how to design with Canva, you see this Canva now, for example. I would design or edit any kind of Canva templates in Canva. And this website has already gotten 6 I think I'm even going to start offering designs stuff. I would design world-class social media flyer, Facebook or IG post. Can you see? This lady looks like a Nigerian. Can you see? KCville, right? Look at this. All right. So these are things that you can offer and start making some good decent amount of money. Look at this. Says sales copywriting email. So enough of all of this. I'm just showing you what is possible first. Now let's search for background remover. So I will now show you how to do that before I now show you how to create a better optimized Fiverr account. Background, you see, when I just type background, this what I'm doing right now is very important, because by the time you want to write your own services on Fiverr, right, you have to impute some keywords that people are looking for. You have to think like your customer. So keywords are just one word or phrases that people type when they're searching for things. Now Fiverr has helped you with some things. For example, this one is called, when I typed background, just background, it brings background remover, background remove from image, background remover. So when you are writing your stuff, you can say something like, I can help you remove background, or I will offer background remover, stuff like that. When you make sure that you put some of these keywords, so let's just click on background remover, for instance, and let's see what we have there. Now look at this, guys. Look at this. This is what we call background remover. Basically, background remover is you remove, if I take a picture now, right, it has different things in the background that is disturbing. So, and I want to probably use it in a social media post and put my image in the front of another, other designs. So I need to remove the background. And with just one click, you can remove the background of many images. Now, there are some complex images that require you to be a pro. For example, using Photoshop and all that to be able to remove it. But many of the images, for example, you can just be removing background for products. So you tell them what they need to do before they send it to you. So, for example, look at this lady. Let's open it another tab. This person has done 724. Now, that is just list, right? Look at this. I will do Photoshop editing, expert background remove, blah blah blah. This person has gotten 5K, 1,000, more than 1,000 reviews, and you can see, is stuff there. So you can offer different services on Fiverr, and so this is it. Now there are different ways to remove background from your image. For example, one, you can use a tool we call remove.bg. That's one. I'm going to go to that and show you practically how to do that. You can remove it using Canva, right? Let me even open Canva in another tab. I am using a Canva Pro, right? But you can even start with the free Canva. You don't need to. The free Canva, you can use it to design and send it to people. But if you want to remove the background, you have to go and remove it from remove.bg. So let me open that remove.bg as well. Let me go to remove.bg. So this is it, remove BG. So it's free, but the background that you remove is not going to be in a very, very high quality, but it's still good. A lot of people can use it for their product images. Now look at this guy saying, I will do 20 to 250 photo background remover and crop images. You see? So this is the image now. Initially, this is it after removing background. And you see, so the person will now edit the image as the person wishes. So for example, this chair, right? The person can remove it, the background and so on and so forth. Right. So now if you look at this, the person say 15, just 15 easy image. Now she already put it there. Easy. Or 10 model background remover plus PNG transparent, right? So she's going to give you that for just 5 unlimited images, printable resolution file. So these are the things that the person is going to offer you. Then for the standard 10, right? 30 easy images or 20 model background plus JPEG, blah, 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 10, what is it called? $10. And this one is also $20. So you see, you can offer a lot. And if you come here, you see what this person offers. If you are looking for photo editing service, such as, do you see that the person put back photo background remover as a keyword? Now, these are things that you must add when you are, writing your profile when you are writing about your gig. This is just for the gig, not even the profile, right? So these are things that you must understand in order to start selling better on Fiverr. Then this one says shadow image processing, blah, blah, blah. And, she just discusses. And this one is a level 2 seller on Fiverr. My name is Sam, and I'm a senior photo editor with over 7 years of experience. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you about how to write profile later on. So now let's say that you want to offer this service on Fiverr and you have written your profile, which I'm going to show you how to do later on. Just come to remove.bg, right? And maybe the person offers you different images that you can remove. And if you check this now, I want to check the delivery day. This person will deliver in 3 days, right? And 9 revision. Revision is like maybe, oh, I need you to redo this, stuff like that. So if you go to remove.bg, I hope you're taking notes, guys. I hope you are taking notes. Remove.bg, right? Just go to remove.bg. Just click on upload image. So I'm going to see if you can do this from your phone. You can do this from your phone, right? So I want to see if, and remember the person says easy images, right? So because that's also very important. So, for example, this is my picture, right? I think I'm going to use my picture. Either of this. So these are simple images. I want to check another one. Oh, yeah. So let's use the picture of this guy, right? For example, if I upload, I don't know if it's showing on your screen. Okay, that that page might not show. All right, so if you look at this, do you see what happened? Do you see the magic that we did? Okay, when I was showing, when I was trying to upload, it probably didn't show on your screen, but that's not a problem. So when I click on upload, this is the original image that I uploaded. All right, and this is the removed background. As you can see, it's very clear with just simple click. So you can go on. There are a lot of people who don't know about how to do this. And they just go to Fiverr, or maybe they even know, but they don't have time. Like I told you, time is money here, right? So they just hire someone to help them remove it. And if you are an entrepreneur, you should value your time, because time is so important. If you have money to delegate something, delegate that. You see, this is the original image that I uploaded. And by the time I click on remove background, I mean, when I just even uploaded it, after this, just, or if you have another phone with you, just go to that remove.bg, test it, and let us know in the okay, I think I'm seeing somebody's comment says Abu says, yes sir, most of the pictures I remove background are with my phone. Can you see? This is something. Abu just confirmed what I'm just saying. I didn't even know that this is going to take up to 1 hour. This is like 2 minutes to 9. I mean 9, right, from your end. We are 1 hour late in the UK for now, right? Okay, just remove it, and that's all. So if you have another phone there with you, you can go and try this one. This is even if you don't have a service to offer, I just gave you a skill that you can offer as a service on Fiverr right now. Just go and create a profile and say you can remove background, right? And then you start removing background, right? So if you want to download it, just click on download, and then it will download as PNG, right? Without the background. And then this person can then use it for his design. For example, if I come to Canva, right? And then I click, for example, I told you that this is another skill now I want to share with you. Even if you are using the free Canva, you can do this. So if you go to Instagram, so if I go to Instagram Square, for example, Instagram does the Instagram Square, because Canva has a lot of template that you can offer. Now, after this, then I will now show you how to create the Canva account, the Fiverr account, and then tell you the best practice that you should do, right? So you can start with a blank, or just come here, right? For example, let's say somebody wants to, offer social media marketing class. Now, this one is a pro. You need a pro account to be able to use it, right? And I'm using pro, but just ignore it. Use the free ones, right? For example, say hello to September. We are hearing this is free. There are lots of free templates on Canva that you can use. So, okay, let me just check something and just use it. All right. Okay, let me just pick, let me just even pick this, blank templates, because even if you pick the blank template, you can still see a lot of template that you can use as well. So let me show you how, how to use that background remover. After removing the image, right? Because you might actually want to also design for someone else, and then you can use the background remover. So remember, all you need to do to remove a background is just go to remove the BG, then upload the image, right? After uploading the image, this is the original email, then remove background. So if you scroll down, I believe you should be able to upload another. Okay, yes, this is it. So if I open, let me just click here again. Then let me upload. So this is the image that I just, uploaded. And so let me open another image. Let me upload another image of myself. So you see, this is the image. You see, it has removed the background. This is the original image, as you can see here, right? This is the original image. And then remove background has removed it. So all the background has been removed. Okay? So that is the way it works. So this is a blank template, canvas, right? So if I come here and type let's say training, right? So if I search for training, you see we have different training, stuff that you can use. So let's use this one for instance. I want to show you how that background remover works. Normally, if you are using a Canva Pro, you can just remove the background of any media. For example, let me go to pictures. So let's say I want to add the picture of this animal, right? Instead of the picture of this lady, right? I can just come here, and then for Canva, all you need to do, if you're using the Canva Pro, all you need to do is to click on edit image, and then just with one click, just click on BG remove or background remover. So, like I told you, it's just the Pro version, right? But if you are a charity organization, make sure that you go and watch our digital for nonprofit on this channel. We held a webinar and I showed you how you can get Canva Pro for free. Now, that is if you're a charity organization, because Canva is given. I don't recommend people buying those Canva, Pro at maybe 1K, or those people that are doing advert about. Over time, they will block you. But if you are a registered charity organization, you can get it for free. Okay, so now you see, do you see the difference between a removed background and the one that is not removed? So with this removed background now, you can add the picture without all the background, without the noise in it, right? So that is just it. So you see, this is the image itself, okay? But if I click on remove background, you see that when I put this image here, the background is disturbing all the things that I'm doing. But if I click on edit and then remove the background, I'll be able to place the image wherever I want. So I'll just click on apply, and then you see it's already removed. So that's it, you see? Okay, so let's delete that. So now let's say I want to upload the one that I just created. So if I come here, I will just click, this is the one that I want to upload it right now. So the one that we just removed, right, that we removed the background, this other one here, this one, okay? So I want to upload the one that will be removed to that design on Canva. Why is it not uploading? Let me upload it again. Oh yeah, so it's just uploading now. So it's up. So you see, if I click, do you see? So I can replace this image. So if you are using the free Canva account, if you can't remove background, just go to background remover, remove the background, and just bring the image here. I just upload it. That's it. So you see, it's as simple as that. So I just added this image now. So let's say you want to organize a training on how to, this one is how to make your business grow faster. So let's say the person wants to organize a training on how to increase your social media followers, or how to grow. So let's use grow. So you see, you can, by the way, like I said, you can do this on your phone, right? So I can just increase it a bit so that, or yeah, so I can make this a bit, and I can also reduce the size if I want, right? This is just a practical, class, right? So, excuse me. Or I can make this one go down, right? So I could leave it this way, or I can just do like this. Can you see? Then you put the name of the speaker here. Isn't this so simple that you can do? Guys, let me know in the comment. Are you getting value from this? Are you getting value from this? Wow. Are you getting value from this, guys? This is so much value. This is a masterclass and I'm sure that so many people will be angry with me that I'm sharing this value with you, but I don't care, because I want to empower as many people as possible. These are supposed to be premium or paid, masterclass, but I'm off giving it for free. This person says, Lover says, sorry, Mr. Shola, I kinda joined late, but with the little I've learned here, we needed some particular apps for all of this, right? Before we get it done. Yeah, of course, you don't need an app for example, but you need Canva. For example, Canva is an app. You need the app. If you want to go to remove.bg, you don't need the app. Just go to the web, just go to your Chrome browser, just upload what you want to upload, and they are good, right? Abu says yes. People are getting value from this class already. Okay, let's continue on Fiverr. So, when you're done editing this, just download it, right? And then you can share with your clients on Fiverr. It's that simple. So I'm gonna close this, and then I'm gonna close this. Then let's go back to what we're doing. Now, if you want to create your Fiverr account, like I told you, just go to fiverr.com and then you sign up. Right? So you can see this one. I'm currently in a buying mode, right, on Fiverr. But if I click on switch to selling, it will take me to the profile where I'm able to sell my service, right? So you can switch between the two service. For example, let's say that I want to, because the service I'm offering here that that I created when I started was web design, right? And when I offer the service, right, let's say I'm offering web design, and let's say my client also paid me for service on maybe the web design package also include logo creation, and I don't know how to create logo. I could just come to Fiverr, get someone, switch to buying, right? This is me buying now. Get someone to design a logo for $5, pay the person, and continue my job, right? So I delegated that. Okay. So if you want to create your account, just go to Fiverr, or the link. I shared a link in the Telegram group. For some of you who have already created it, that's fine. So now, let me switch to selling. So you just switch to selling. By the time you are creating your account, even if you are on buying mode, just switch to selling. Now you can see that this right now I have like 5 what is it called now? I have like 5-star review, and you can see my response rate. I also reply in time. All right. And in this November, I've not even earned any money, right? But you can see that I have a gig that is going to expire in 3 days. In fact, I have a meeting with the client after this training. I told the person that we're going to meet in 30 minutes to 1 hour time. As you can see, this is the person. This person's name, Ronda 909, and the current service I'm offering the person is worth $250, right? And it's just web design. I purposely, sometimes it's good that you give more space, especially if you are starting out, so that people, even though you can design that website in 1 day, sometimes just extend the day so that you can offer a better service, right? And for someone like me, like I told you, I have a job that I'm also doing, so I might not have a lot of time. So in the evening, I just work on this and then revert to the client. So if I click on view right now, if you look at the view, you'll be able to see the order. These are our chart. So, some of our chart. And I'm going to, the time left is going to update because it's still loading. That is why you can see. So in 3 days time, I'm going to deliver this job, right? And it's just a simple website that I'm building. Simple, very simple. In fact, the template that I even use is free template that I use for the person because that's what the person wants, right? Okay. So I do not offer a great service on Fiverr. So let's go back to, and you can see that here I already have, in fact, they've already approved this $172.8 that I've not even withdrawn. I just left it there, So and oh yes, oh, this person say I can't. That's the person say I can't meet today, right? It's the same person, right? The person has 2 accounts, so she's chatting with me with 2 accounts. So the person said I can't meet today. So okay, no problem. I'll probably meet tomorrow. So when you create your account, right? So you can see the name that I use. I didn't use Sola Mathew. Of course, I would have used Sola Mathew, but it's good that when you are choosing your username, right? Choose a username that kind of tells about what you do. I choose Digital King UK because I was like, oh, my name is Value King. I checked Value King is not available. So I just use Digital King UK, right? It's not necessary to use Digital King UK, right? You can use your name as well. People use their names. So you can use your name. So for example, let's say you're offering web design service. If you have a business name, you can also use it. So I could say the web designer, right? Something like that. So because once people are searching for things like that on Fiverr, they could easily also see you. Sorry, I need to take water. It's good that the person is not meeting me today so that I can be able to teach you, because I was already trying to rush. Let me even reply. So you see that I have the app on my phone. Okay. I have the app on my phone. So I want to quickly reply the person. So this person that I'm working for, the person is in the US, all right? And I'm working for the person, right? So the person is in the US, okay? So you see, I say, oh, no problem. So I reply the person because I've not opened it here. Let me even open it so that you see, guys. So so I just say, oh, no problem. I just reply the person that, oh, no problem, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I think because of our time, let's go back to what I'm talking to you. So if I click on switch to selling, I don't want to show you, because there are some things that might be private that I don't want you to see. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. So you see, I have an active order in progress, and these things are actually real. Now, if I click on my profile, let me go to my profile. So I click on here and I go to profile. I want to show you. What I'm already telling you are the things, practical steps that you need to take in order to to get results on Fiverr, right? So you see, this one I just created this yesterday, okay? Because I was like, let me just try to add another service to Fiverr of what I can do. And you can see this one starting from $5. I've not made any sale on this. This is just the first one that I created. And this one I started with $85. Now, before you create your own gig, one of the things that you should learn to do is that, just like I told you about background remover, just go to Fiverr, right? Search for that service you want to provide. For example, if it's social media marketing or social management or article writing, go to that. Check the average prices. If you are starting out, you want to increase your price, okay? Just look at their average pricing. For example, this one I would design. So make sure that your own starts, for example, here with maybe $5. By the time you get 1-2 sales, Fiverr gives you opportunity to edit your gig, so you can then increase the price of your gig. For example, when I was checking for web design, I realized that the average prices, were $90, 80, blah blah. Some people were offering, so, and Fiverr will even tell you that this is the lowest you could go usually on some kind of services. So when I saw this, I just, instead of putting $90 that I saw people were having and all of that, I decided to make my own to start from $85. And before you knew it, I started some sales, right? So the last delivery I had was 25 days ago. Okay, so this person is sorry, I need to I need to reply this. This is people that are paying me my money, so I need to reply them. Sorry, guys. So I just replied the person that we should talk about that tomorrow. All right. So now this is my profile. Like I told, make sure that when you are using a picture, all right, use your own picture. Of course, you can use the picture of your sister, but make sure that when don't go just go and download any picture online and just start using. But make sure you use a very good picture. Make sure the picture is portrait like this that shows your face very well. These are things that Fiverr actually looks at and kind of optimize your gig, right? Now, this is what I wrote: getting you desired result. This is the description I wrote. for myself, right? So your own could be, for example, you know, what I don't even know, depending on the service that you're offering. So, for example, email marketing could be, you know, if I'm offering just only email marketing, I could say something like, your maybe the best email marketer, right? The best email marketer you could have, or something like that. You know, just write something that is, and make sure that when you are writing the thing, think of your customer, not just you, right? So I say, look at the way I even put the capital letter, getting you desired result. And you can see I already have like 5-star 3 reviews, and my country is currently in the United Kingdom, right? If you're in Nigeria, don't change your country, just use that Nigeria for a start, right? It's possible that, you know, because a lot of things are changing on Fiverr now, and I know that so many people are saying, "Oh, Nigeria." Well, it's true. Sometimes people in Nigeria, they might not get the required job that they want, but I've also seen a lot of people in Nigeria that are getting a lot of jobs. So if you're in Nigeria, please go ahead. Just use Nigeria. Don't bother about changing your country. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, I've not even added some of these things, but it's good that you did. Portfolio, I'm going to add this later on. So you can see I had some reviews here. Awesome job. You know, this is the last job I did. Sola is a phenomenon. I think I uploaded this on my status some times ago. All right. So make sure that you, especially if you are starting out, make sure that you satisfy that client very well, so that, you know, this is the US, this is United Kingdom, so that this person can give you 5-star review. And when you're done, make sure that you ask for review. Tell them, please, can you help drop a 5-star review? You know, so that they will drop that review, because you need the review. If you don't drop, if people don't, sometimes even if you want to buy something offline, maybe in a physical store, you ask your friend, okay, what phone are you using? You know, so that's why reviews are very important on Fiverr. Maybe I'm going to organize a masterclass later on, you know, maybe able to sell. But basically, one of the things that people do is, some people try to buy reviews, right? So they can give your friends, right? It's not a best practice, but some people kind of give their friends like $5. They tell them, come and order my gig on Fiverr, right? Some people do that to get their first review. Come and order my gig. So they just order it for $5, and they do, and you know, you are getting the $5 back. It's just that Fiverr will take 20% of the money that you earn, right? So, and then you offer your service, and after offering you, so, you know, just get 1, 2, 2, 3 reviews, and then when you are good, you know, people will start saying, they will say, oh, Fiverr will even think you're doing a good job, right? Okay, so getting a review is very important. If you can do that, is I don't know, but, you know, I don't know the Fiverr policy on that. You have to read the policy here, you know, to go. So now look at I want to show you my profile. Okay, preview Fiverr profile. So I want to show you the way my profile will look like, right? So this is the way, if somebody comes to my profile, this is what they will see, right? This is what they will see, right? You can see this. I'm even on Rising Talent on Fiverr right now. So Fiverr gives rising talent to people who have made, you know, maybe a good review. I mean, who have gotten good reviews, and then who they think that they will offer good service, right? So talent with a high potential recommend Fiverr's editors so that's it. Rising talent with a high potential recommended by Fiverr's editor. So it's good if you can get this rising editor. Make sure that you don't do things out of line of Fiverr's policy. Because if you do that, Fiverr will not, you know, might not be able to get into this rising talent. So this is my profile. I say, hi. I'm still going to edit this, because with the review that I got from some of the people, I want to rewrite. I learned this from one of Fiverr's webinar, because if you register on Fiverr as a seller, Fiverr will be sending you opportunities, like they want to organize webinars. So there are some things that you even be able to learn from pro sellers more than I know, right? Because I am also still learning. For example, Fiverr is going to organize a webinar, I think tomorrow again. So for sellers like us. So you can see I joined July, right? I joined just July. And, you know, the last delivery was 25 days ago and all. So then I say, hi, welcome to my Fiverr profile. This one, I won't remove it there, right? So I'll put another word there that is going to be so catchy, right? So I say I'm a full-time freelancer with over 7 years of experience in digital. Now, for this experience, right, it's good that you put your experience. Some people that, what if I don't have experience? look, when we talk about experience, you don't have to, I'm not saying you should lie, okay? But as sometimes just put like, I have 3 years of experience. It's not like you are just, for example, like that, what is it called now? Like that remove background. You don't need the experience to do that. You don't even need to put your experience there. But if you want to put the experience, you can also put it. Just think of something creative. For example, if you are writing your CV, and let's say you want to go and apply for a job in sales, and you have been helping your mom to sell something in a shop, maybe selling atarodo, or you are selling, what again can you be selling? Maybe you are helping her to sell stocks, fish or whatever in a shop, right? And you've been doing that for 5, 10 years. You can put that. I have more than 10 years of experience in sales. That's experience, and you are not lying, right? Because you've been helping your mom to sell, right? So I said 7 years experience in digital marketing, lead generation, including B2B registration, WordPress, web design. Now, what you can do if you then I said something like, I'll hold that thought. I'll still come back. I said my aim is to satisfy you. Can you see what I did? With quality work. I use different premium tools because I have, for example, I have premium DV tool and all that for my work. So you can get your desired result. Send me a message now so we get started. So I said, send me a message now so we get started. I put a call to action. That's what we call CTA, call to action. Now, if you look at this, right, what you can also do is you can just come and copy, just look at the profile of the people in your niche. For example, let's say you want to offer that what again are we doing? Background remover. Check the profile of those people in background remover, right? Let's even practicalize it. So we want to practicalize that right now. So I click on this particular lady. Let's check our own background remover. Right, so you see, now if you scroll down, usually their profile is usually towards the end. All right. Do you see what she wrote? Photoshop expert. Right. So instead of me, what I wrote, getting your desired result. And you can check. These are profile. Say, hello, sir or ma'am. I have a professional graphics design team, also expert in background remover, clipping, parts, email resizing. So, you could copy this. I'm not saying you should copy verbatim, right? So copy it, look at the way she wrote that own, and then rewrite your own in a similar way, right? So that is basically what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, if you let's check another person because this one seems to have a lot of experience. Let's look at this guy who has like 1K reviews. Time is running. Okay, so if you scroll down, right, let's look at this profile. This person says, I am a multidisciplinary graphic artist working with clients all around the world. Learning never ends and tough working. I am developing my knowledge and skill, introducing with good people as a pleasure. So just check, the different profile. Make sure you check at least 3 profiles, right, of people offering the same skill as you, especially people who are having high, sales. Check their profile and model them. Yeah, that is the word. Don't copy because Fiverr might block you. So model those people. Just write something that has to relate with, your gig. So after writing it, then this is where you just come and paste it in the description. I mean, your own profile description, right? By the time you are creating your account, you're going to see that, right? So if you don't have a laptop and you want to create an account, just if you're using an Android phone, change your Chrome to desktop view, right? If you don't know how to do that, just Google it. Change your phone to desktop view, then you'll be able to access some of the way, just like your desktop like this. So you'll be able to do some editing as well. So this is the profile, right? Make sure that you put your profile. I've already said that. Choose your language. Then skills, right? Fiverr is going to ask you what are the skills you can offer. You see, I put skills relating to what I'm offering. web design. These are skills. These are skills that I'm offering, right? Keywords, we call them keywords. Web design, responsive design, WooCommerce. So I'm offering WooCommerce, WordPress theme customization, digital marketing. This is on account level, right? I also put my education. I said I graduated, and of course I graduated, right? I also put a few of my certification. If you have, put it there. If you don't have, don't. But I want to encourage you, if you don't have any certificate, just go to search for Google Digital Skills for Africa or whatever it is country you are. Google Digital Skills. Just search for Google Digital Skills, and you'll be able to take a free course on the foundation of online marketing. This is it. I got my own since 2017, right? So that I can add the certificate, right? So I also have my, other certifications. So that's that. Then when you are creating your gig, okay, if let's check this gig that is working for me. So if you're creating your gig, right, you can see time has really gone. You can see that I have some things here, right, that I hope you are enjoying. You're doing a great you are doing great today. Are you looking for a professional to create an amazing, stunning, highly SEO optimized and responsive website design for your business? So if your answer is yes, then you are in. So if you are a student of the WhatsApp Income Generator, my course, right, you will have known some things like this because I wrote it in my, the copywriting stuff. But basically, just you can go on YouTube, on Fiverr, check other people, the way other people wrote their own, then model it again. I say I'm Sola Mathew with 7 years of experience as a web designer, stuff like that. And then I say, place your order now, or feel free to contact me if you need to make further inquiries, right? So I say, thank you. So guys, that is basically how to do it. And you see my standard, I say I will build 3 pages of SEO optimized website with necessary plugins and content for free, right? What did I write there? Okay, for free. Then I said, basic, right? This is, I said, everything you get here plus 6 pages website plus brand optimized. So I then here, I said, I'll put payment gateways and just basically an e-commerce website. So make sure, the premium will be bigger than the standard, and the standard will be, bigger than the service that you're going to provide is going to be bigger than the basic. So guys, let me know if you have any question because I'll be stopping very soon. I want to start taking your questions, right? Then one of the ways by which, you can optimize your gig apart from writing keywords, using the keywords of your gig, right, is that you can add a video. For example, this is a video I created.
Hi, my name is Sola from the UK. I'm a professional web designer with over 5 years of experience building websites for clients across the different niches. All my clients are happy and satisfied with the work that I do.
Okay, so you might not actually hear what I'm saying in the video because I don't think I shared my. So I just talked about some of the things that I did, right, with web design. But you don't need to show your face. Do you understand? It's not compulsory to show your face. You can just record the video and just upload, or you can use Canva to create a video, but the video must be at more than, I think, around 1 minute or thereabout, right? Less than 1 minute, might be less than 1 minute, but make sure that it's a bit longer, more than 30 seconds or above, right? So just upload the video. It should describe what your gig is about, right? So now the last thing I'm going to talk about is, let's say you want to create a gig. How do you create it, right? So you go to Fiverr. So when you go to your profile, I hope I'm on selling right now. Yeah. So let me go back to profile. So go to profile. I think you can only create a gig on your laptop. So that's why I said that if you don't have a laptop, go to your mobile phone, change it to especially Android phone, change it to desktop view, right? So you'll be able to see this option there. So if you want to create the gig, so you see here, right, create a gig. So you click on that plus button. That's the last thing I'm going to show you. So the title of your gig, for example, here I could say something like I will, let me see that remove background people. I will remove background from 5 photos professionally, right? So it's here, I will say, I have not researched this. So basically I will have researched. So I will say, I will remove. So you don't need to put I will again because Fiverr has already put that I will there. I will do. So instead of saying I will remove, I will say I will do background, because you know the other time I saw when we're searching for here, I saw background remover. I will do background remover. So don't say that this English is not correct. Don't worry. I'll do background remover for 5 photos. Right? So you see Canvas is just perfect because it's short and succinct. Or you can decide to go in the part of these people, say I will remove background from 5 photos professionally, right? So I could also do something like that. So I would say, you know, remove background is also there. I will remove background from photos in an amazing way. You know, this is Fiverr says just perfect, but you know, you don't have to be the same thing, right? So I will remove background from photos in an amazing way, or I will remove background from photos, right? To, you know, just write something simple. You could also use that professionally. That one is not bad, you know. Or I will professionally remove background, right? So things just English, right? So let me use from 5 photos. From 5 photos, even if you just put that, like I told you, I've not researched, so I'm just using this as an example. I will remove background from 5. I can even put 10 photos instead of 5, right? So I will do that for $5. So by the time I get more reviews, I'll just change the description. So, but let's use 5. I will remove background from 5 photos in a professional way, or professionally, either way. So, but let's leave that. So now Canva is going to ask, I say Canva, Fiverr is going to ask you the category of your background remover. So they already saw with what you wrote, Fiverr is now suggesting the part that you should choose. So for example, graphic design, image editing. So I think it's under editing. So I'm just going to, you see, but you can come here if you are under digital marketing and all that. So, but it's under graphic design. Then under graphic design, what kind of thing do you want to do? Is image editing. Yeah, this is it. So they've already put it there. So you click on it, it's just going to add it to it. But if you want to add it yourself, just go ahead and add it. Now, next is service type. What is the service type? So product image editing, right? So I love this one because product image, it could be maybe the person wants to remove background from, you know, maybe they want to sell bag, right? They just upload the bag for you and then you just edit it. So it could portrait retouching, but my own is product image editing. So Fiverr says gig metadata. What do you want to do, right? Background remover. Clipping image. I don't even know what this clipping image means, but you can find out more about it and see if it's something you want to offer. But usually, because this, you just decide by the time you want to create your gig description, you can decide on what you do. But usually I just, resolution change, retouching, infographic. So if you choose this, for example, you can only choose 3 from this. So I'll choose you don't need, if you want to choose color change, right? You can also, for example, after you remove the background, you can come and upload the background, the photo on Canva, and change the background color of the image. So if it's something that you want to offer, you can as well add it there. So I could say something like that. So I don't know what this clipping part means. So I'm just going to choose image resizing. So for example, I could help them to resize the image. But if you find out what that clipping image part means, so you can add it. Let's even find out clipping part meaning. So you see, this is the way I learn. Okay. There was this time somebody was asking me, how do you know all of these things that you share for us, even some of them for free? This is the way I learn, right? So if I see something that I don't understand, I ask or something. So clipping part, Wikipedia says one common use of a clipping part is to cool is a call object that do not need to be rendered because they are outside, blah blah blah. What is the purpose? Okay, good. This is it. What is a clipping path? Like image masking. Clipping path is an image editing technique that allows you to remove the background from an image. You can create a clipping path using the pen tool in Photoshop and then selecting path that, oh, now I remember, and I know how to do this thing on Photoshop. So basically on Photoshop, if you what that means is that a clipping path is, you choose a particular point on the image, then you begin to clip it until you are able to remove that background. So, but with the tool that I shown you, don't even need to do the clipping part, right? Just remove it. So you could actually choose the clipping part because it's part of the process, but that tool has helped you to do that immediately. Right. So then search tags. So this is where you now put your keywords. So image editing, right? So you see image sorry, not Facebook image. So image editing, right? Make sure that you put the keyword. So you can come back here. Come back here and see what keyword this person might have used in his own gig. Let's see if we can see it. Okay, so you see related tags. This is where you see the keyword that the person used. So this person used transparent, remove background remover, image editing, edit photo. So make sure that you can just copy all of this keyword and use it, but you can use maximum of 5. So I'm just going to come back here. So I've already added image editing, so I'll just go background. You just type it. Fiverr will bring it for you because you cannot just type your own. You have to choose one of the Fiverr suggested stuff. So I'm just going to background remover. What again did that guy use? Let me bring this to the side. Background remover, remove background. So I'll put remove. So when I type this removed, it didn't bring it for me. So let me put background again. Background remover, it didn't bring it. So yeah, so you can just look at it again and see transparent. So you use transparent. Transparent. But sometimes people will search for transparent background remover. Transparent parent. Yeah, you see we have transparent. What again? We need just make sure that you use the 5, please, because it's very important. Image, not image resizing. I've used image editing. Let's use background again and see if we can get something. Okay, let me just put background because I can't see that. Remove. Okay, so this background remover, we've already used that. What again can we see? Okay, let me add clipping. Let me see if it's there. Okay. So there is a Google Chrome called Fiverr. Just search for Fiverr keyword Chrome extension. Just search for it. So if you install that extension, I don't have it on this particular browser. It will suggest some keywords in that category that you can use. For example, by the time you just search for this category, when you come to this category, it's going to recommend different, keywords that you can use, and then you can just use it. So, yep. After you're done, use your 5, right? Just click on save and continue. What is happening again? Okay, purpose. Oh, yeah. So we have to also choose this as well. Yeah. So, because we just choose the type. So if you click on this purpose, you see, choose the niche that you edit product for. So e-commerce, brand, website, no, social media. So I'll just choose this. Then platform, right? Choose the platform. So you can choose different platforms. For example, I could say, let's say Amazon, right? If you have others, you can put it, but I could just say Amazon. So those are very important. You have to fill all of these things. This platform is not compulsory, but these two are compulsory, because you see that, we have this star, so it means that they are compulsory. So it should go now. Yeah, you see, saving your gig. Yeah. So the next thing you want to do now, I'm just want to show, this, I'm just using this to show you how to do it, right? Because if you need to do this, you have to go to research other. I'm mentioning this over and over again so that you know how important it is. Just research all the people in your niche and see what they offer, right? So now here, this basic, right? Just like this person does. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, let's go to compare. Okay, yeah, this is it. So you see, the person named his own packet, the basic packet, call it startup. This one, I call it pro. This one, I call it business pro. 15 images remove background professional using clip, blah, blah, inbox me for complex images. So I could say something like, okay, so Fiverr is trying to show you some stuff here. So I could just, sorry, I want to cancel this for now. So here I could call this one, the name of my package, I could call it maybe starter pack. What is happening? What is happening? It's not allowing me to click it. Oh yeah, so it has allowed me. So I call it starter pack. So I think it's the network. No, not network. It's sometimes it's slow down like that. Starter. So I call this one starter. Then this one I could call it maybe standard. I could also call it standard. You can also name it that standard. And this one I'll call it maybe premium. I'm live streaming at the same time and I'm checking this heavy website. So sometimes things could go, a bit slow, right? So you just name your gig here, what you want to call it. Some people can call it basic, some people call it starter, anything, just call it whatever you want to call it, right? Okay. Then after that, yeah, I've written in standard premium. So then here you write the description, right? Just like this guy told, you don't have to copy it, but I just want to use this as an example. So I copy and paste here. So you see, say 15 images removed. So I could put my own as 20 or maybe 10 or, depending on what you want to do. Or something like that. I will remove background from 15 images, right? So instead of the way he wrote his own, so I would just say, I will remove background from 15 images. So when you're done, putting all this information, so I will just use this as an example. Please don't copy just like the way I'm doing. I'm just using this as an example. Make sure that you rewrite it, rephrase the words, right? So then here is where you now talk about your delivery time. How many days do you want to use to delivery? So this one I could put maybe 1 day for a starter. I'll just deliver it in 1 day. This one I could put like 3 days or 2 days. I can even choose 2 days. Then the next one I want to choose like let's say 3 days. Right. So this one has to be lower because you can't use 3 days for this one, use 3 days for that one. So let me just put 2 days here. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 days. Then revision. How many times do you want to revise for those people? So I could say something like 5, or and just choose different revision. Now I'm gonna leave this the way it is right now, and then I will choose save and continue. Let's see if it will move. It won't be able to move. Okay, so because I don't have a lot of time to check all of these, I just want to, but let's just do some quick stuff. Let's just say 6 days. This one again, let's say 7 days. Please don't make sure that you research before you do all of these things, okay? And check that you can actually do that, because of course you can remove 15, just like we did. You can remove even 50 in less than 2 hours. So it's not like a day, but it's good. One of the good things to do is that when you say you want to deliver something in 5 days, make sure you deliver before that day, so that the person, when the person wants to even write review, the person can say something like, oh, and he delivered in time, right? So it's always good that way. So how many number of images? So, make sure that it corresponds with what is here. So we say 15. So we're going to choose 15 images for this particular one. Then this one, we said 50 images. 50 images. So you see, even if you can't find this thing so simple to do on your phone, then you should probably borrow somebody's laptop or go to the cafe, quickly fill up this profile, and then you can continue the other things by downloading the app, and you can do that. So this one, 80 images, right? So 80 images. So we go to 80, right? Go to 80 images. Right. So this one says source file. So you have to know what this means, right? I think source file will mean, okay, yeah. So if you click on it, so it's the description is here. You will supply the editable layout file, usually PSDT, to the buyer, specifically the format in package. So just uncheck this because you are not providing the source file. Source file is for people who are doing, what is it called? Especially, what is that called? Photoshop, right? So you don't need it. High resolution. So you won't check, for example, because that stuff is not giving high resolution. So you can decide to say only this premium you offer high resolution to, right? So you can just remove this. But if you don't want to offer high resolution as well, it's fine. So, but usually you will just choose it, right? So commercial use. So this one, this is the way. Commercial use should not be included in this packet. Our data shows it makes your packet less attractive to the buyer. Can you see? They're already giving you, the psychological way by which people look at stuff. So commercial use. So you can choose commercial use for this one. Or for someone like me now, I could decide to just say commercial use for this one alone, for the premium version. Markup included. So make sure that you know what this means. You will create mockups to show the images. So I'm not doing any mockup. So it's just the background editing, right? So, but if you want to do mockups, you can decide to choose this, right? For this particular package. Then this is where you now put your price. So this one I'm going to put $5. This one I'm going to put $10, and then this one I'm going to put $15, just as example. Why is this thing getting so slow this way? All right. I'm going to be taking your questions. Please, if you have any question, make sure that you drop your question, because as soon as I am done, I will not be able to have a lot of time to wait for you to type your questions. Okay. So if you have any question as I'm doing anything, just type your question and then I will respond to your question. This is almost 2 hours. All right. So now you see, this is where you now say extra, where I showed you the other time, where the guy said that if you want it to be delivered in 1 day, then you have to, pay extra. So this is where you put it for the basic, so the extra days must be lesser than the days that you offer. For example, what I mean is this one, we say we will offer it in 1 day. So your extra day will not be available. So probably you just put this one 2 days. This one will be 3 days, for example, and then this one will be 4 days, so that you can be able to add extra. But it's not compulsory to add extra. It's just that it's good. Yeah, so this one is 4 days. So let's say you want to add extra, right? Extra fast delivery. So here, for the basic is 2 days. So you can say delivery in 1 day. So if the person wants you to deliver in 1 day, so the person has to pay extra $5, right? So the standard one, if the person wants you to deliver in 2 days, the person has to pay, let's say, $5 again. If the person wants you to deliver in 2 days for this one, I mean, sorry, let's say 3 days, the person has to pay extra $5, or you can make it $10, and depending, because it's just like it's double the price. So this one is $10, then this one $10, then this one is $15. Just double the price for people who want fast results. Additional revision. If they want additional revision, remember you put revision like the number of time you can be able to edit. So for any additional revision, let's say they want one more revision, and you charge it will take you 1 more days, so you can charge them for each revision. You charge them for, let's say, $5, for instance, right? So if they want additional images too, right, so you can put the price there. So let's say for each additional image, put the price. But I think it's not compulsory. By the time the person is chatting with you and the person wants more images, you can just create a custom offer, send it to the person, right, and the person will accept it. So blah blah blah, like that. So let's just leave those ones for now, and then I'll click on save and continue. This is where the major work of Fiverr is. So the other ones, by the time you're done with this, the other one is just for you to, you can share your gig on Facebook and all of that, so that it just create some little traffic. So this is where you now talk about the gig description, right? Normally, like I told you, make sure that you rewrite those words, but I'm just going to use this as an example. So so normally I will copy this and paste it in maybe Google Doc, or paste it in a notepad, right? And then I will then edit it. So things like that, I will say I am, some people even put somebody's name there. I'm Sola Mathew, right? I'm a photographer since, I'm a Photoshop, I'm photoshopping since blah, 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 just write your experience there. So I'll probably put this, and then I'll put this as this, and then, so let's say that is my disc. I'm not going to publish this for now, but I can actually, I'm going to publish this later on, but before I do, I will just go and edit all the things. I will do my research and edit it, and something that I could also offer, right? So after you're done with that, so if you want to add frequently asked question, you can add it here, right? So, but for now, I'm just going to click on save and continue. So here is what you get, all the information you need from buyers. This is where you ask for your requirements. So for example, maybe you say, please provide the images, right? So instead of free text, so you can just put attachment. So it means that before you can even start, the person has to provide the images, that you want to edit, right? So, and remember that, you are saying easy images. Okay, if the person wants you to do complex image, you can charge the person more. Complex images are images that maybe they draw line across them, that remove background will not be easy to remove it. So you can collect it, go and find a Photoshop person in your local area, give it to the person to help you to do the images, then you go and give it to the person. That's all. Make sure that you talk with the person to understand the terms and the amounts the person wants to collect from you before you charge the person. All right. So I click on add. So save and continue. Yep. This is the gallery. Yeah. So this is where you now, upload the image of your gig. For example, if you look at this one, so what this person did was that he had an image that the background is removed, and he had an image that the background is not removed. So what you want to do is, for example, and there is a size that you must use, for Fiverr. They have the size that you can use. So if you look at this, they said drag and drop images. You can add up to 3 images. Yeah, so if you look at this, so this description, you see recommended size 128 by 765, minimum 7112 by 430, and the maximum size is 5 MB. So let's go to Fiverr. So you go to Fiverr. I just want to show you this guy so that you don't have any excuse. Normally I'm supposed to go and eat now, so what you want to do is you come to Canva. You come to Canva, then you click on create a design. So when you click on create a design, you can do this with the free Canva account. So instead of just looking for any templates, you click on custom size. Somebody can give you this kind of job on Fiverr as well. So maybe they want you to create a customized size of image, right? For anything. Come to custom size, click on custom size, then you impute. If they give you in inches, you change it to inches or or centimeters, but usually it's in pixel, right? So this one is in pixel. So I'll just come here. Fiverr gave me, 1 to 1280. So I'm just going to type 1280 by what? 1280 by 769. 769. All right. So I'm just going to click on create new design. Create new design. Let me check some of your comment. Watching from Port Harcourt. Okay, that's good. Well, we learn easy. Quran says, please tell me about graphic designers give keyword for ranking on first page, please. God bless you. Yeah, so I've already shown you how to learn it. Just do that, and you'll be able to so learn about it. Sonny White says, sir, will this tutorial be available for download later? Anyway, I don't know, because I might pull this down, but you might find it on, immediately after this training, just go back and click on it and you'll see the tutorial. Selling beans and rice in here in Abuja. Okay, Chuku. Okay. Lovett says, is it necessary we use Chrome? I meant can't we use another? You can't use Opera Mini. Don't use Opera Mini. Opera Mini is a fast browser, especially if you just want to search for something. But except maybe if you're using it on a laptop, I think you might be able to work better. But the best thing to use is Chrome browser for this job. Comfort says, thanks for your time spent teaching all these valuable skills, boss. I personally really appreciate it, sir. You are welcome, Comfort. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so let's go back to what we're doing. So remember the way this guy did his own, right? That is what we want to do. Especially, let's check his first image. I think this should be his first image, right? So it's even a video. Remove background professionally. Do you know you can create this video in Fiverr? In Canva. So remove background professionally. So here. So let me show you how to do that. So what it did. So you just search for, okay, the image that you uploaded, right? So you have to upload the original image and the one that you remove the background. Okay, so for example, I will just come here. I will come and put this one here. So you see that this one, the background is not yet removed, right? So I'll come to element. I want to search for something, remove background. Okay, there's this thing that looks like ... that people usually put. Let me look at the way this guy did this one. Okay, you just use white and the normal, so we can also use that. So this is white. Then I'm going to upload the original image itself. Where is the image? Yeah, this is the image. So I'm just going to upload it. So it's uploading right now. So I will just put them side by side. Okay, good. So this is what I'm telling this person is that what I'm saying here is that this is the original image, right? And this is the one that I removed the background. Like I said, you can do this with your phone. Okay. Aha. Okay, let me put this one to the center as well, center. Yeah, so if you look at this guy's own, he actually wrote something like remove background professionally. So I'm gonna write something similar to that. So I'll come here to element. I'll search for a box actually. So I'll just remove this. So I'll just click on this element. Yeah, so I draw this one to the side, and I draw this one to the side. Then I drop it to the top. Yeah, so make sure that it touches the edge. Then you can change the background of this one. So I will just change it to whatever color you want to choose. So for my own, I'm going to choose this color because he used black. So, you know, just spread this way. So then come to text. Then I will add the text. Right to put it to the top. So you know, it said remove background professionally. So that is just what I want to put as well. Okay. So if you're on laptop, if you press, I think for my MacBook, if I press option, or I think for your own it might be alternate, yeah, and then I drag this, is going to, you know, do it equally. But you know, normally you could just, for your own, if you're on mobile, you could just, you know, drag this side and then drag the other side so that everything will be. So you can change this font if I want it. I can change this font to you know, whatever font you want to change it to. Yeah, so I think let's just go with this font for now. I could also kind of increase the, let me reduce, because I don't know if that's, because sometimes after you upload it, there might be some space. So that's why I'm trying to ensure that there are spaces around it a bit. Yep. So if I duplicate this, right, you see we have two. So I can be able to upload another image, for example. Let me just use another image for this. So I have this dog image. So let me just delete this. Put this dog image. So if you look at this dog image, is at the top, right? So if you click on it, you go to position, then you put it back, right? So you see it's now at the back of this image. So I would delete this. I would copy and paste this. Basically, if you can't copy and paste on your phone, just duplicate it. You will see duplicate, right? So you click on here, you will see duplicate. This is duplicate. So I'll put this one to the back again. So what I want to do is I will remove the background of this one from Canva. You'll be able to do only this one with your Canva Pro account. You can't do it. So usually what I would do instead is I will go to background remover, remove the background, upload it again. Yeah, so you should have the two images of the background you have removed and the original. So you see this one has removed. Yeah, so we have the two. So, you know, I want to create a video with this. That is why I'm kind of duplicating all of this. So let me see bag. Let me search for bag. And you can create this same video with Canva. So let's say this person, good, yeah. So this is back. So I'm going to delete the one under it. So you see this bag, we have a bag here with the color background. Yep. So what I want to do is I would duplicate. I will come here, remove the background of this one. You see, that what account setup is the most tasky part of all of your job on Fiverr, and you have to do it. Yeah, so that is where the major work is at. Okay, so you see that background has been removed. Okay, let me just do one more. I want to use, what should we use again? E-commerce, bottle. Let's search for bottle. Okay, so all the bottles here, they have okay, so let's search for young man, right? Let me just use another person to do it. Okay, good. So let me just do this. Remove this. Remove. I hope I've duplicated that. Yeah, good. So I do this, change this one to the background, duplicate it. For my laptop, I just copy and paste. Here, I'm going to remove background. Sorry, edit image, remove background. I'm going to put a link on the description about, to lead you to Canva Pro. But like I said, you can use Canva Pro. I think you can do the trial for free for 30 days. Then if you want to now use, you now start paying every month, right? But like I said, you don't need to use the Canva Pro. Just go to remove background. But it's just that, Canva makes it easier for me, because normally I would probably have to first go and remove it. But, if you start making money, then you can then upgrade to Canva Pro and begin to use it. You understand? Yeah. So what I would do is, this one was the one we did with remove the BG, and you can see the quality isn't that strong, but it's still okay. Compare it to this one, right? Canva, it kind of gives more quality, but you can still, kind of send it to those people and all of that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on download. So come here to download. So I will download, if you click on select images, which is the pages, so I'm going to uncheck this. I will now download the last, sorry, I want to download the last one as image. Now, for Canva, what you do is that you make sure that you choose PNG, then you choose this transparent background, so that, oh, sorry, just download it, because we are not using the transparent background. We've already, but if you want to, let's say you want to send it to your client, right? After you've removed the background of that one image, choose transparent background so that the background will not be there. John. All right. So, but what I mean is this, in remove the BG, we're able to remove the background, just download it, right? But for this one, before you can remove, if you're using Canva Pro, make sure that you choose that transparent background. But this image, I don't need it to be transparent background, because I want to use it the way it is. So I'm just going to click on download. Good. So it's downloaded. Now I want to change these ones also to a video, right? So what you're going to do is, if you want to put it the video, so I'm going to put to audio, like you can do it with Canva. I believe you can also use the free version of Canva to do this. Yes, I've used a free version of Canva to create video. So I'm just going to add, so click. So I'll add the audio file. So let me just add just any audio file. Let me just add it. So you see the audio file has been added. So, and you see this one is about 20 seconds. So if I click on play, it's going to play. So you can even add animation. So you see, it will change by the time it get, yeah, you see, it's changed. It's just like a slideshow. So I could decide to put whatever animation I want to put to it, something like this. So I'll apply it to all pages in this case. So I will then click on download. So what you want to do is you download all. You see, when you click on download, you see everything has been changed to MP4 formats, which is the best. So what you're going to do is that you just download like that. So you will have downloaded a video. And this is the different way if you want to create video for your social media account, or you want to create social media for whatever, video for whatever you do, that is the way to go. So it's currently downloading. While it's downloading, let me look at if we have questions. Okay, Oluwakemi Ajayi says, thanks, Mr. Sola Mathew, for this impactful training. Can one create a Fiverr account for graphic design, background remover, and mock-up design? Yes, you can. But, these are different skills. So when you create your profile, you'll be able to create different gigs. So what you want to say is, it's not account, but gigs. So when you create one gig, right, create another gig. For example, you can create your first gig for graphic design. You offer graphic design, you write everything, you do all the things on that graphic, because Fiverr will not even allow you to create all of these things in just one gig, right? So you create a gig for graphic design, write all the description and all that, then publish it, and it will be, when it's approved, create another one for only background remover, just like we did, because today we just did for background remover. Create that one. After you've created that one, then another one, create another one for mock-up design. Yeah, but I think on that background remover, when we showed the other time, we had an option to choose, do you want to offer also mock-up? So you can decide to do that. But it's also good that you create another one for mock-up. So you see, you are a graphic designer, but you're offering different services, right? Like 3 services under your name, and different one will have their different reviews, and you can go on and do that. All right. You can copy with your smart. Oh, that's fantastic. So he was just telling me if I can copy. Yeah, you can copy with your smartphone. When we're trying to copy the images the other time. So thank you, Abu, for the input. All right. So I think download is completed. Yeah, the MP4 is completely downloaded. So let's go back to Fiverr. So here is where you're going to upload the image. So I'll click on browse, and then this is the MP4. This is the image. So I will upload the image. So you see, Fiverr can say, do you want to make it primary? So this is basically the primary. I can't even edit. So you can then upload another image. So for example, now we could download these other images of of cats and all of that. So I could download this image as well, and then you can upload up to 3 images. Okay, so but for this, I'm just gonna leave it. Or let's upload. Okay, for this particular. Okay, guys, I want to make sure that I give you everything. Okay, so let me download the. So it's video, but we want to download as image. So I want to download the one with the bag. So I just select page 3, and then I will download it. So because I know image will not take a lot of time for it to download. Yep. So let's go back to Fiverr. So I can even just drag and drop it here. Yeah. So you see, we now have. So I think after you've downloaded that, it will tell you, because Fiverr has not made an option for you to choose which one you want to really make primary, because after I look at this, you see I can't change it as the primary. Is the image that you want it to first appear when people are searching for a gig is the one you should first upload. So normally I would just delete this and upload the one I want to use. So for example, if we delete this, so you see this is now the first image. So what I will now do, I will now upload the second one, because it's more like an e-commerce stuff. So let me upload the second one. Yeah, so you see, so is this one is supposed to be the one that will first show, right? So now for the video, like I told, see, Fiverr even says, say, capture buyers' attention with a video that showcases your services. Please choose a video shorter than 75 seconds and smaller than 50 MB, right? So that is it. So I'll just come here and upload the video that we created. So this is the video. So you see, the video is not really, it's not showing everything at the beginning, but if you uploaded probably show. So Fiverr usually approves video, say under review by our trust team. So when they approve it, then it will show. So you just click on save and continue. All right. So here we say, I declare that these materials were created by myself or by my team and do not infringe on third party, blah, blah, blah. So you just click on yes. Save and continue. Yes, I think we are done, right? So here is where you now publish your gigs, right? But I don't want to publish it. Everything is saved now. So I'll just click on save and preview. Oh, I hope it's not published, right? So share, saving your gig. So I'll, like I told you, I'm going to offer this as a service, but I'm going to go back and edit some of the things that are there. And then, so this is the way it's going to look like. I will remove background from 5 photos. So you see that this is the image that first appeared. So if you click here, you see another image. Then the video is supposed to show, but Fiverr will have to review everything. So here is the standard, here is the premium, and the 7 days and blah, blah, blah. You know, these are the other stuff. And you see, because I've already had, you know, reviews. So these people might actually kind of immediately contact me or something like that. Even if you don't have a review, sometimes you might be lucky. Just keep, you know, I'm going to share with you some tips after now. So I see that this is good. I can just go ahead and publish my gig. But your gig is open for business. Wow, they've already published it. So what I will do is that I will go back to the gig and then I'll put it as not active, right? So you just come here because right now Fiverr has already, you know, published my gig. So I'll just come here. I'll put, should I pause it? What if I want it? So you can just put pause. So if you put pause, Fiverr is not going to show it to people. So I just put it as pause, right? So because I want to go and make sure that some of the things that I put there are my own and not that of Fiverr. So if I come here, you see under pause is there. So I will go and edit that gig. I want to edit it very well to ensure that it is what I want to offer because, you know, I have my own standard I want to maintain as well. Yeah. So what are the tips? So, you know, after you're done with your gig, the active gig, make sure that it's good that you know, like you see now, the impression on my gig for this one is 20,000 impression. That is on Fiverr. People who have seen, impression is people who have seen your gig. 20,000 people have seen it. Out of 20,000 people that saw it, 243 people clicked on it. And then, you know, currently I have you know, one order, right? So, and then this is it. Nobody has canceled my gig, right? I have one active order. So that is the way it works. Then make sure that you share your gig. Come here, click on share. Sometimes, you know, you have to ensure that this review impression is increasing. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Let people know, you know that you are offering this gig. Share it on LinkedIn. This one now I've not shared at all, but so far I've already had like 11 impressions on it, and I've not even shared it, right? So that is the way. Sometimes you can even run ads, right? Run ads targeting with Facebook, targeting people who are most likely to buy your gig. I mean, on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, and then you go. So if you don't want to accept orders again, you can come here and, you know, pause your. I mean, here pause your ad, and maybe you don't want to work for, maybe you want to go on a vacation, pause it and then go on your vacation, and that's all. So I hope that you know, you've been able to gain one or two things from this particular training, right? Make sure that I'm going to leave it for some time. You can quickly watch the review, right? I mean, you can quickly watch the replay or the recording of this. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you do that now and share, wherever you are, share, follow, and like, right? So I'll be taking questions right now for the next 8 minutes. Yeah, for the next 8 minutes, I'm going to take question. By 9:30, I want to leave this place. Oh, sorry, it's 10 at your own end. By 10:30, so I want to leave this place. All right, so I want to take some questions. Okay, we don't have any questions so far. We don't have any questions so far. So that's the way to go, guys. That's the way to go. Any question? Please, this is the time for you to ask the question. Anyway, if you are watching the replay and you have question, just drop the questions in the chat session, right? After you drop your question in the chat session, I will reply as soon as possible, right? As soon as I see it, I will reply. And remember, subscribe to this channel right now. You're getting this value for free. Make sure that you subscribe. It's just one thing I ask of you. Subscribe. Okay? Subscribe to wherever you're watching from. Subscribe and share this video with as many people as possible so that other people can, learn from it. Don't be selfish, So, and the Fiverr is open to, a lot of people. There are a lot of clients everywhere. It's not like when you know this thing that other people will not gain from it. No. Yeah. So I know there are some people that are selling this package for a lot of money, but I'm teaching you for free. They will be angry with me right now, but I don't care, right? I just want to, empower you. So guys, if you are happy with this, can you drop something in the chat? Let me know how you feel about this training right now. Drop something in the chat. Drop something in the chat. Let me know how you feel about this training. Right? Let me know how you feel about this training. Right? Let me know how you feel about this training. Yeah, I love this. Abu, you're welcome. Abu says, thank you so much, boss, for the training. I really appreciate you for the knowledge you have added to us today. Right. You're welcome, Abu. Guys, so thank you so much. I'll see you some other time.